take and bitch and moan. We think we're gonna be well known. We love to eat, pull up to the trough, but most of all we love to cough.
Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to take
we're
a
trying to, can you hear me, Judge?
I can.
The mute button. Butter twins love butter, that's for sure.
It's douche canoe and pregnancy faker.
Yeah.
Grab your ears to drink a whole bottle. If it would stop the awful din from a throat rattle.
Here.
Were you there?
In my opinion, hard one to assume.
Well,
But I'll assume it.
why don't you just do it?
We think we're gonna be well known. We love to eat, pull up to the trough.
And just because I watch a video or parts of a video doesn't mean I'm a stalker.
We'll smoke and cough till the day we die. You can't stop us now, we're gluttons. We'll use your eardrums instead of the mute button.
I've done nothing except get pregnant by the fucking Bachelor!
Unacceptable.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. You hit go live, I hit high. Don't blame the mirror for the fly you saw. You built the stage, ring light, halo, crime, villain, art, potato, can fatal. Overshared diaries, legal threats shaky. Sue the whole planet cause the comments got snaky. You call it harassment, I call it replay. You filmed the mess in 4K every day. I didn't script it, didn't cast, didn't scout. You tripped on your ego, now I'm trending off cloud. Substack, manifesto, spell check deceased. Paragraph long, but the logic real brief. Neighbors need restraining orders, court dates pending. But I'm the bad girl cause your rep is banding. The more you act up, the more you get sown. Strapped to my plow in the field you grown. Every cell phone clip is a row I reap. You farm your chaos, I just harvest cheap. This is America, freedom of speech. If the shoe don't fit, let it slide on your feet. You perform the circus, I just buy a seat. You feed a joke, I don't even got a tweet. Lip filler, migration, face on vacation. Still got the nerve of defamation accusations. You stalk folks' lawns, but call me obsessed. Ma'am, you filmed it yourself, exhibit A, press yes. Court filing, hobby lawsuits on repeat. Paperwork warrior, but you're losing in the street. Crying bullying while you rage for views. Then monetize drama with tell-all interviews. You don't want laughs, cool, here's the hack. Log off, go heal, don't hit post on the crack. No stream, no meme, no thread to unpack. But you love the spiral, number say that. The more you act up, the more you get sown. Strapped to my plow in the field you grown. Every meltdown moment, Kerching, that's we. You plant the circus, I just thresh the beat. Free country, say what I please. You uploaded the clownery, don't sue me. You light the match, then scream at the flame. I just watch the smoke spell out your name. Yeah. Drop down, just live what I please. You up on in the pillory, ghosted eager. You black, no lust, scream at the flame. Accountability, ghosted, ego on tour. Blame the audience, never the lure. If attention's a drug, you double the dose. Then shock Pikachu when the laughter post. So here's the deal, real simple math. No chaos crop, I ain't got a path. You stop the show, silence no cow. But till then, welcome to the plow. Faster! Don't slow down now, boo. I'm so proud of you. Faster! Don't slow down now, boo. I'm so proud of you. Don't slow down now, boo. I'm so proud of you. Don't slow down now, boo. I'm so proud of you.
What's up, everyone? We're supersized tonight. It's supersized Megan Fox and that umbrella guy. I don't know. I found a setting I like on StreamYard better. Look how big we are.
We're amazing.
We're massive. We have so much. We have so much to do tonight. We have so much to go over. We are going to do a Rumble exclusive. Meanwhile, those of you out there who have like a special line to God, pray that my head stops hurting. I've had a headache all day and I cannot get rid of it. I've taken migraine meds. I just took some allergy meds, but my God, I really would like to feel better for this. I hate having a headache. Headaches suck. But anyway.
This time of year, man. Ugh.
Oh, I know, with the rain, it's been raining all day, and
It's
like
raining
whenever
here too. I was like,
the
please,
barometric pressure screws with your head. You know, it's just I'm echoing. Am I?
I don't hear it.
That's weird. I shouldn't be. There's nothing
I
different.
don't hear an echo.
All right. That's someone just trying to yanking my chain. Don't yank my chain.
Megan takes everything seriously. Don't
you will derail this show. You will derail the show. Okay, look at everyone in the chat's like, no, you're not. It just stopped. I don't believe you. You're just messing with me. Anyway, the barometric pressure is like pressing on my head, I think. And it's just been all day like this. And I've just had enough. But we have so much to get to. So here's what I'm thinking. The Anti-Hales media ecosystem went absolutely apeshit last night and had a complete freak out. We're all going to jail, by the way.
Me, really?
Yeah, again, we're going to jail.
This is my plans.
We're going to jail. So we're going to need bail money. We're raising money for bail money tonight. You want to support the show and keep us out of jail? We're going to need some bail money because Lisa says we're going to jail. Because we read public documents on the air. So
oh my God, we're doomed.
We're going to Foia jail. Did you know
Foia jail. Yeah, terrible place. Oh my God, please get that hashtag bail money tonight. We need it.
Well, according to them, you can only use Foias for like when you're buying a house. This is literally the example they gave. If you're buying a house, or, you know, someone needs to do like a background check, they could use it, but they can't post it online just to embarrass you. Did you know that?
Is that right now? Yeah, I saw I saw that they also used mugshots. I wonder why they would use mugshots. That would be.
Whose mugshots? Gabe's?
I wonder indeed.
Whose mugshots were they using?
No, well, they said we
Chips?
couldn't. Yeah, we couldn't use mugshots for.
Oh, I thought you meant they were using their mugshots.
No, I'm saying we can't.
I don't have a mugshot. I'm sorry to say I don't have one. If I ever do get a mugshot, I'm going to try to make it look as cool as President Trump's, though. Like, that's the best picture I've ever seen. I personally thought that he should have made that his official portrait. He should have, because it was a cool photo. If it ever happens to me, I'm gonna try. Maybe finger guns toward the camera. I don't know. We'll see. Apparently, it's coming soon. We're gonna be arrested, so I have to plan what I'm gonna wear for my mugshot.
Ooh,
I just went shopping on Shein, so I found some nice looking blouses. Maybe I'll pick one of those for my mugshot. What do you think? Like blue satin, maybe? I don't know.
So many choices.
Maybe a crisp white button down. I'm not sure, but apparently I need to be thinking about these things because we're all being arrested for violating, the FOIA laws. Did you know that?
I've never heard of FOIA laws like that.
Not like that anyway. No. So anyway, before we get to that, we have all kinds of clips to play for you. So you know what that means. We're going over to Rumble. Because I care about my channel more than just Jay cares about his. That's why. And if I try to play their clips here, even under fair use, they will needlessly and falsely have my channel struck for copyright. So after we do what we're going to do here, going over the John Cook stuff in the Ohio court, we're going to go over to Rumble and play you all the best meltdowns from the Anti-Hales flea bags last night. Of the whole thing, and I can't wait to play it.
There was also that incident with a Kenneth.
Right, that we're gonna play that, but also maybe the best part of the entire thing is that Tammy J asked Paint Chips if Prison Bitch was real. Prison B. She asked if Prison B was real, and then she said to him, Prison B. Just J-Hep interviewed Prison B. He said that you used to take it over and over and over again. She literally said that to him. I'm
So
starting to think Tammy J works for us. Tammy, come on over to the dark side, okay? It's fun over here.
yeah, you know what? You don't have those terrible neighbors popping in and squawking in your ear either.
And
You know?
stomping on everything you try to say.
Yeah, they treated you like garbage that day. God, I went back because so I read you know, the synopsis of that. I was like, man, that sounds terrible. So I went back. Sure enough, that, you know, I had to put it on 2-speed because it was, God, it was unbearable. It was
When they kept
unbearable.
talking over her and stuff.
Oh, it was just so rude and ugly, you know. But
Tammy J makes that show almost bearable at
Yep.
times.
Yep,
You know,
sometimes.
Tammy, you're being underutilized. But
Not just that.
congrats
I mean,
for
well,
asking
you see
Paint
how
Tips that question.
every single one of the people on there eventually gets a knife. Why why not bounce before the knives are out? You
Oh my
know?
God, no kidding. Or the literal knives. They had a guy
I
with a
know.
literal knife.
Yeah.
What a
That was
crazy asshole, by the way. What a totally crazy asshole. By the way, there is a brand new document on the docket. And
it's
you know what's
sexy
funny?
too.
You know, I don't know. You know what? Maybe I'll skip all the plans that I had for tonight because this document is going to take us a while to get
God,
through.
it is a monster to read.
It's a
You know,
monster.
folks, it will blow your minds, folks. It is something that, you know, it goes and spells out the law. It's amazing.
It's amazing. And you know what? I think I will. I think I'll just scrap everything that I was going to do. And we will just read this instead because it's going to take a long time.
Mhm.
It's going to take a very long time to get through this. So why don't we just start now? That way we don't have to, you know, we won't be going for, it might be a 3-hour stream tonight, guys. You know, let's just
3,
cancel the Rumble. Let's not
9
do that.
hour.
Let's
She
do
might
this.
be
We
talking
might be,
about
yeah, 8, 9
24-hour stream.
hours. Oh God. Okay. Well, here we go. Here we go. Let's begin.
All right, you ready?
You ready? Ready?
I'm feeling it.
In the United States District Court for the Northern District of Florida, Gainesville Division, in Jeremy Bryan Hales, a guy you may have heard of, versus John Cook et al., order denying judicial notice. Tug, you want to take this first part? Because
Yeah.
I'm already getting
Yeah.
tired.
The defendant, Lisa Flea, request for judicial notice, ECF number 168 for those playing at home, is denied. So ordered, March 11th, 2026. Hinkle.
Judge Hinkle.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted after that. It was a great night. It's a great
Gosh,
show,
all
folks.
right. It was a great show.
It's a good show. Tip your waitresses. We're here all week. Oh, I
Oh
didn't
my
think we were
God.
going to get through that.
I know, that was something else. Yes, you know what? Instead of bail money, we might need some freaking, you know, we might need some caffeine money after that. Lord.
Oh yeah, we're only missing one thing.
Denied. Sit down.
There it is. All right, denied. Sit down. Man, I thought that was going to take up more time than it did.
God, that was rough.
It's
That
a
was a
good
lot,
thing I
you
had
know?
more. It's a good thing I had another plan for tonight because I was
Yeah, there
told
was
that
something
was
else
going
on
to
that.
be a very big legal battle, and it turns out it just wasn't at all any kind of a battle. Wow,
We
I'm
didn't, you
disappointed.
know what? We didn't talk about judicial notice. That's the funny thing. So they filed, you know, they wanted judicial notice, and they probably won't understand why they got hit for judicial notice. Did you read the filing that she put in for that?
Yeah, it was crazy. She wanted the judge to take judicial notice of some transcript, and she attached, like, I don't know, how many pages? Was it the whole transcript?
Yeah, including stuff that made them look terrible, which was funny because it talks about them as harassers and other stuff. But what was funny in there is you could tell they didn't understand judicial notice. You know, judicial notice is for two types of items, you know, generally known and easily verified facts, you know, stuff like, I don't know, water is wet, you know, government records, you know, with the facts easily verified, be like government records. But the other, you know, Tennessee is in the U.S., you know, stuff like that. I mean, again, generally known facts, not stuff that stomps on your fifis the way that you translate a live stream. That
Well, and it can't
doesn't
be,
do it.
you can't ask a judge to take notice of evidence, right? So there's evidence. She's trying to put in evidence, getting around the rules of evidence. She's trying to sneak it in a different way by putting this transcript on the record instead of entering it onto the record in a way you would enter evidence where the other side has a chance to say, you know, the context is wrong. Here's what our argument is, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I mean,
So
but
it
with
was all
judicial
garbage.
notice, there would be no, I mean, there's nothing in there. Anything that you could, anything that two reasons, like if you and I could sit down and debate what is stated in something, then that is not applicable for judicial notice. You know, any two reasonable people sitting down and saying, hey, what's the meaning of that sentence there? Well, if you say that you can argue over it, sorry, it just doesn't work. It won't be, you know, for that. But not only did they file this stupid thing, like you said, they had their own reason. They wanted to try to sneak it into the record there. But on top of it, it just doesn't even work for that purpose.
All right, Chad, I hear you. I forgot to put the Super Tips link up. I'm sorry. Supertip.gg / Megan Fox. Super Tips. I'm putting it in now.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. You know, people ask me that all day long, and I don't have a good answer.
Man.
Today, I have an excuse because I have a headache. So I am putting it in the chat. I'm pinning it to the top. And we do, if you're wondering what the heck is Super Tips, we do have a couple of them, and I can give you an example right now. Wait, did it work? Did pinning work? Because it feels like it didn't pin. Oh, I'm not in the studio. That's a problem. Oh, for God's sake. I'm not ready for this. This is a real professional program we have going on here.
Sounds like it.
Don't worry, folks. I know what I'm doing. This is not my first live stream, although it sounds like it is. All right, it worked. The pinning worked. All right, guys, if you want to hear what a super tip sounds like, you can use fun AI voices, which we will have some new ones coming very soon. Rogue Mama is helping me with the new voices that we're going to have. Let me play one for you. Hold on. Let's see. Here's what it sounds like. Thanks for the Yeet Zone 5.
Pin your super tips to the chat or else you are cursed.
Thanks for that tip. And Mary Lankins, thanks for the 5.
Well, you flock and peg the super tips link. I thought I taught you better grifting skills.
And SF, thanks for the 5.
You need to talk to Nick. He found some setting in Super Tits to make adjustments to the playback speed of the messages and such. Feel special. I left the KR trial early to watch the shit show meltdown.
Oh, yeah. It is a total shit show, by the way. It's absurd. It's absurd what's going on. The Fleabags had their hilarious stream last night. We're going to get to it pretty quickly, I would say. We're not going to be here all that long before we go to Rumble, but I did want to go over just the highlights of Jeremy's video today. And if you should definitely go and watch the entire thing. I just thought that it would be, I just want to give you my highlights of it. I don't want to watch the whole video, but I want to go over things that I thought were interesting in this video about John Cook and his testimony. So first I wrote down Joshua's direct. I don't think we need to listen to it. I want to listen to Eli's cross. But one of the funny things is a couple of things that Josh got out of him was how long have you lived there? And he admitted to moving there after Jeremy Hales. So that doesn't help them because they always say that they were there first or that they didn't move there after them. It's all very convoluted. But get this. Joshua also asked, or Justin, not Joshua, Justin, the Fleabags, or not Fleabags. Well, yeah, I call him the Fleabag attorney because like they paid for him, you know, but he's actually Lynette and John's attorney. Asked him, what do you do for a living? It turns out, Tug, he's been on disability since 1982.
That's such, well, you know, this is a man that we've seen climb up ladders
and do manual labor all day long on his property. He can't be a Walmart greeter. He can't work. He's been on the public dole for 40 years.
That's fucked, man.
He claims spinal fusion. Isn't that the same thing that Lynette claims? I think it is.
Are they fused together? Shit.
Well, they're moral companies.
I'm imagining them as some giant hellish amalgamation. Shit. Help us all.
So nuts. So, I mean, the guy in 1982, he's been on disability since 1982. And no shade to anybody on disability, but I just like to think that it goes to people who really need it.
Yeah, that's the I mean, we've seen these people. They do stuff. How in the fuck do you have people who run a God, they run a nonprofit. You had the fisherman. Well, remember when they talked to John and Lynette and was like, oh, you can move this boat over here and you can do that. You know, you remember that video? And John's like, yeah, I'm going to move this over. Hey, we built all these pins and shit.
Oh, and he's building the enclosures. Inspector Guy says, I have 3 levels of spinal fusion and I still worked. I used to work for a woman who had unbelievable back surgery, like Frankenstein level kind of back surgery. She was in a cage for a really long time. You know, they put him in those immobilization devices. She came back to work. Like this just is garbage. This is garbage. And he's been, since he was 21 years old, he's been on the dole. 21.
What a bunch of
Imagine how much more energy he had at 21 than he does now.
They've got enough energy to talk about putting bugging devices on somebody and following them and doing horrible shit to them. But
and he's got plenty of energy to go volunteer in political campaigns and do, you know, intimidation techniques against the opposing parties, etc., in Northport and everywhere else, like, and stand around in the sun all day. But he can't work at Walmart. I don't believe it. He can't stock shelves at the grocery store. Can't punch buttons on a register. My God, how are they just handing out disability like candy?
it's just like a giant fuck you to the rest of us, is what it feels like.
Yeah,
You know,
it sure
and
does.
there are a lot of I know people who, you know, they need that and they've been denied. You know, people that actually, oh my God.
I
It just
know.
makes me mad.
I know people who get denied for disability when they really need it. And it's like, holy cow, why on earth? Why is it so easy for people like Lynette and John to get it?
Yeah.
So anyway, he was also asked if he ever sought out Jeremy. He said no. He was asked if he has seen him, and he admitted to seeing him at the Ace Hardware. And I don't know if Justin asked him, but I don't think he said he went the other way, because he didn't. He right? I mean, he made Jeremy wait.
We saw the video. Yeah, he made him wait.
And then he asked him, have you ever used a gun? Threatened him with a gun, and he said no. Remember, the judge held him in contempt for that very thing.
Yeah. So,
and then I guess there was a funny thing where Lynette got muted by the judge, and the judge was like, you're done. You're not getting unmuted until it's your time to be a witness, because of all the background noise from her. So then there was also, he was asked if he has a social media presence. He said yes. Then he was asked if he ever contacted Fleesa, and he said no, that he was never in contact with her.
what? Dude, they freaking talk to each other all the time.
Yeah, we had screenshots of him in her chat just the other night saying, we need your
They talk in
confirmation, check your
person.
email. Yeah, and she's talked about calling him on the phone every day. Remember that? Well, he said under oath that he's never contacted her. Can you believe this? Here, in fact, let's listen to Jeremy talk about that part, because that's at 34. This is really something. 34:44, right around here.
Let's try and buy the property when it goes up for sale and auction, because she chose to file for bankruptcy. Make that make sense. So then he goes on to ask, do you have a social media presence? And he's like, yes.
I have a Facebook.
I have a Facebook page. And then he says, have you ever reached out to anyone?
Social media personalities. And he goes, I have never contacted To Leave. He's never contacted Fleesa. So I have never contacted Fleesa. Literally last night, he puts in the chat, check your email. I just got a phone call.
Yeah.
My lawyer wants to know if you're going to be witness, which, by the way, she never would show anyway. And we would have loved it. Oh, boy, would we have loved it. But he literally just messaged last night in the live chat, check your email. Never contacted her, though. Never. Even though the night before, he told her to check her email. But never contacts her. Never.
He's never reached out.
Okay.
Well, his live chats say otherwise.
Yeah.
Say otherwise.
And obviously, we have all the screenshots. Okay.
And Lynette even said that him and Fleesa talk every day for hours. Remember, she wrote this. She wrote this rage post on one of her Facebook pages. How she found out him and Fleesa were secretly talking behind her back.
I wonder if Poppy C knew about that. Ooh. Well, they're into a lot of weird stuff. That's for sure. Loofahs.
I love George's Elvis sweatshirt. That's fun. All right, so let's get to the cross-examination. That's the part I want to listen to with you guys. But definitely head over to Jeremy's page and watch the entire video because there's a whole lot more.
Oh my God, that's funny. Check this out.
What?
Give me a second. Oh, give me a second. I asked it to give me, the spinal fusion of the two.
That should be their punishment. They have to get fused together.
What fresh hell would that be? Could you imagine? Oh my God. They were put together like that.
Oh God. That's really funny. All right. This is about the cross-examination part.
Justin is done. I mean, he doesn't know what he doesn't know. And to even be talking about this 10-foot thing is the stupidest strategy in the world. Eli comes up for cross-examination and Eli destroys Crook. Destroys him. Why not you take this over?
So then Eli goes, Mr. Crook, this is Eli. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. He goes, I've asked you questions in the past, correct?
We've been here a few times, haven't we?
Yeah, because they've been found guilty in the court. The Ohio court has found them guilty based on the evidence that we have brought. And he goes, now, isn't it true that you've threatened Jeremy with a gun? During the first hearing, we pulled up an exhibit where you pulled a gun from your pocket.
Whoopsies!
Remind him, during the first instance of us coming to court, you removed a firearm from your pocket.
Justin didn't know any of this?
Why
That's crazy. He didn't know that.
And he goes, I never pointed a gun at anybody.
How does your lawyer not know that?
I don't think, well, I don't know.
I mean, they really okay. I get
that's his fault for not researching the case.
I mean, not prepping the prior cases. That's a problem.
Yeah, it's his fault though. I mean, that's a lawyer's job. That's one of the things David Gingras is so
really
terrible
sloppy.
at. Yeah, David Gingras has the same problem. He didn't research his case, and now he's in a bunch of trouble. You have to research your case as the lawyer.
Dodge Levy County Sheriff said he doctored the videos. How do you doctor a video?
By slowing down the video?
I slow-mo the video? That's not doctoring a video. He did it. It happened. 100%. He lies under oath with his lawyer. He's cross-examined, and he goes, I never pointed it at anybody, and the Levy County Sheriff said he doctored it.
And then, and then John also says, I did have a firearm, but I pointed it to the ground.
What?
I pointed it to the ground. Why would he need to pull a firearm out?
This has all been litigated.
To the
I mean,
ground?
so Eli,
is that brandishing? Pretty sure that's brandishing.
Eli is upset now. Eli can't stand this lying thing. And Eli's going after him. You made eye contact with him, didn't you? You pulled out a firearm and you pointed it at Mr. Hales, didn't you? And he goes, I was scared. I didn't know what was going on. And the judge, and then this argument starts because Eli can't handle all this lying under oath. And Crook is just spinning out of control, trying to come up with another lie to save himself. And the judge goes, hold on. By the way, it's too loud at home. You adjust your volume. We can't adjust the volume here. I'm giving you the play-by-play, what really happened. The judge is yelling, hold on. And then the judge yells, hold on. And he goes, she goes, there will be no talking at the same time. And she goes, Crook. I'm calling him Crook. She used Mr. Crook. You will wait to answer the question asked.
She says you answer yes or no after he stops talking, meaning the attorney.
Eli.
But before the judge got in with her frustrations, reminding everyone that you can't talk at the same time. Again, it's important that people don't talk over each other at the same time because the court reporter has a job to do.
It's very heated. Very heated.
Her job is to put everything on the record and to be able to break it down who says what. So that's why it's important not to get into heated arguments or to talk over each other. But he also he goes, yes, I did brandish it, but it was in my hand on my property.
And it's legal in Florida. He goes on and on. It's legal. I can do it. I can do whatever I want.
He justified it.
He lies.
Does that seem like a good argument in a harassment stalking hearing that you've already been found guilty of?
But Levy County has accepted these kind of statements from these people. That's the crazy thing. They've allowed them. You hear what they've given up. And actually, I mean, he admitted some pretty horrific stuff when it came to his other instance that he got arrested for. But they were like, well, he'll just say that he stood his ground. You know, that's not what stand your ground is for, by the way. And so what if he fucking tries to say that? Who cares?
Yeah, right. Stand your ground doesn't always work. You know, you have to have specific parameters around it. But yeah, I mean, I just think it's crazy that that's his argument now. I wonder what the original transcript said. I bet he contradicted himself from the last time he testified about this.
Probably.
How much you want to bet?
Probably.
How much you want to bet? Jeremy, I hope you have the transcripts from the first Ohio hearings, because I bet if you want that perjury thing, go look at how he described what he did in the first hearing versus this one. Bet you're going to find contradictions. That's my guess. Let's see. Let's keep going here.
Lawyer, and now he's looking at perjury, criminal charges. And then Eli doesn't let up. Eli says, yeah, and the last time we were here in contempt court, you were in jail for brandishing a firearm at somebody else, weren't you? And he goes, I was framed by your client. I was framed.
Well, first he says yes, but I was framed by your client. Again, how do you frame somebody? No one forced him to pull out a pew-pew.
No.
And he just said that he can brandish it on his property. So again, how did anyone frame anybody, especially him?
Pulls a firearm out on a man, a woman, and an 8-year-old child. And then he goes on to say, your client said, meaning me, said that they called it in for content. At no point ever have we ever said such a thing. No. He is a horrible, despicable human being. He is a pathological liar. And never have we ever said anything, and nor would we ever want anybody to pull out a firearm on anybody for any reason. An 8-year-old little girl who lives in fear now because of this freak.
How gross is that? Why would we demand that from anybody? That is false statement and totally and very wrong and not true.
And he's looking at criminal charges for saying all of this under oath. We are filing in Ohio. It's happening tomorrow.
Now, before Crook brandished his firearm on Jeremy, prior to that, Lynette called 911 because John brandished his firearm on another guy that lived in Otter Creek across the street by the name of Chad. And then Lynette tried to say that they swung at each other and blah, 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 and that John pulled out his pew-pew. They both had to sign a waiver. Otherwise, they both would have been arrested.
So they both signed waivers, Crook and Chad, that they wouldn't press charges. So neither of them got arrested.
Yes. And this was all public record. We found this out from public record. And we also found this out from messages that Lynette sent Therese.
Oh my God.
Can we call
That
those
Crook pulled up.
messages?
You know, it's how would you like to be John Cook's neighbor? Oh my God.
Oh,
It
dude.
doesn't, it appears it's not just Jeremy Hales, it's other neighbors now. He's pulling pew-pews on. Like, what the hell, man?
Well, she said that, like, he pulls the freaking thing out all the time, you know? Oh, you pull out a camera, he's going to pull out that. I mean, that. And apparently, you know, Levy County has made him think that that's normal. Like, that's the crazy
They've given him
part.
the excuse to do it. Like, I guess in Florida,
They've given him the okay. Yeah, it's
just
not
raised
okay
your
anywhere,
hand to anybody.
actually. It's not okay in Florida, but it's
Is it
okay in
Levy
Levy
County?
County as long as it's
If
yeah,
you're
well, as long
John
as,
Cook,
yeah, as long as it's self-serving for the people that it's happening to, or happening for, because you know, if he were to pull that out on somebody that they considered mattered, he'd be in jail so fast he wouldn't be able to fucking blink. But
oh my God, it's incredible.
Out his pew pew on Chad. Chad no longer
Madam Mayor.
lives there.
Teresa's Madam Mayor.
Yes. So then the discussion goes on to the OCC sign that he
So-
has planted facing the road.
They put up this despicable wooden fence. Crook uses the exact same material that the Jeremy Hales as a child artist signs is made on. Exact same material. Same colors, puts OCC. Otter
Oh,
Creek
no.
Coward, which he has already been found guilty of making a Facebook page, Jeremy Hales, Otter Creek Coward. And so he tries to state that OCC is Orange County Choppers and that he and Harley go there to work on her bike as they play. You know how many times I've seen him and Harley there on that sewage mound, the highest point of the property, where he put a sign that points out at the road to make sure I saw it. He didn't put it to where he knew Harley would see it. He put it where he knew I would see it, at the highest point of the property over the fence. Yeah, that didn't fly very well in court.
Nope. And why would he say OCC hide the child? Why is he hiding the child from Orange County Choppers?
I thought that's where they go and play to repair the bike. OCC, hide the child. No. He's in court testifying. OCC, that's where we repair her bike. It's
This
all
is
for
crazy.
her. It's playtime. Oh, okay.
what lies, man?
That went over well with the judge.
So Eli wasn't even done with his question. Crook knew exactly where the OCC sign, where he was going with the question, and he just blurted out Orange County Choppers. The judge had to come in and referee again and had to
Oh, no.
remind Crook, wait to answer the question. If you know where the question is going, wait till he asks the question and then answer. Again, this is important because they can't talk over each other. The court reporter has to type it all out so that it's on the record.
And then we get transcripts and we prove to you that Fleesa is a liar, Deuce is a liar, Lynette is a liar, Crook's a liar. I mean, you already know all these freaks and fools and felons are liars. And so the whole record, it's being ordered tomorrow. Now, that being said, we are filming 4 videos in one day. So in one video, I say tomorrow, and the next video, which is released the day after, says tomorrow. Well, we are filming 4 in one. Tomorrow, it all will be
Finito.
ordered. Yes.
So then the conversation and questionings go into the Facebook page, the harassing Facebook page that Crook himself created on Facebook.
Otter Creek Coward,
and
Jeremy
named
Hales,
it
Otter Creek.
Jeremy Hales OCC. And he
Otter
goes,
Creek Coward.
no, it wasn't called it wasn't called OCC. It was called, I created the Facebook group called Jeremy Hales Coward of Levy County.
What the fuck, man? What an admission.
Oh my God, look at their faces. This is such a good screen capture.
Well, you know, you can see like the attitude they have there. They felt that things were really well. You can see it all over them while they make
Well, yeah,
this
he
video
admitted
there.
to making social media groups to damage Jeremy Hales.
Yeah, I mean, he's admitting, you know, how, like, again, did none of them get the fact that this kind of stuff, it works for multiple You know, things not just for this too.
I don't think they do. No, I don't think they know that.
Much in court. Could you imagine
Eli
being their?
set him up for that.
Can you imagine being their lawyer at this point in time? Going, Justin, just
God, I wouldn't want to be.
At this point,
no,
I'm not joking. Justin was completely and totally giving up. And you're going to see it as we continue to tell what actually happened, because he went, listen, I got no more questions. It's over. He knew it was over. He knew it was done. He was set up for failure from the very beginning by Felisa.
Justin was,
Yeah, Justin
so
was.
again, remind me.
He gave up. He gave up.
With Crook creating this harassing Facebook page targeted at Jeremy, calling him the coward of Levy County, not OCC, the coward.
What?
Did you watch the other video where they were talking about how when he when he pulled up his email and it had all the emails from Bruce and
on the screen.
Oh God, that's got to be amazing, you know.
Yeah, so they can ask for it in Discovery and have proof that it was there.
That's just crazy, isn't it? I mean, when you like, oh Lord, you know all that too. I mean, there's no privilege. God, oh Lord.
I feel sorry for Justin. Like clearly he didn't know what he was getting into with these people. You know, it's going to be another
payday. Look, he's one of those. He's one of those. You know, you need a lawyer. We'll be your lawyer. You know, damn right, we'll fight. You know, he's got a slogan and everything like that. So loss, it doesn't matter. They made $6,000. You know.
Yeah. Except what if they're ordered to pay attorney's fees?
Well, I mean, it's not going to come out. It's going to come out of them. You know what I mean? He's going to do everything he can to keep it off.
I hope they've paid him all of it.
Yeah. Well, that's. Yeah, I hope he took it all up front. Well, I mean, the way I understand, you know, everything that was stated, they paid him up front. So.
Well, I hope so, because if they didn't, he's in trouble.
Yeah, he never.
That was one of the many reasons how we were able to get the civil stalking protective order against him. How was that fraudulent and wrongfully ordered by the courts? It's called cyber stalking, cyber harassing.
At this point, Eli reminds Crook, you understand that you're under oath right now. And if you lie, you're facing criminal charges. And Crook goes, yes. Yes. Eli, when he comes back, he goes, I'm filing criminal charges, perjury, tomorrow. He was so hot. He couldn't stand it. Couldn't stand the lying, the constant lying. And so he puts it on the record. You understand you're getting criminal charges for lying? He goes, yes. And then we're not to the point where Eli comes back and tells me that we're filing criminal charges, perjury, but Eli's setting him up for it under oath that, yeah, I lied and I'm going to have criminal charges.
Remember, Crook testified and admitted to creating this harassment Facebook group specifically targeting towards Jeremy, but said, oh, I did create it, but I gave it to my buddy, as if he's supposed to get some hall pass because he gave it to his buddy, Chris Holder.
What?
He tested.
Who?
Give it to who now? Who is that?
Chris, I don't know. Wait, let's go back. Hold on. I should turn the closed captioning on.
It said, oh, I did. Remember?
Under oath that, yeah, I lied and I'm going to have criminal charges.
Remember, Crook testified and admitted to creating this harassment Facebook group specifically targeting towards Jeremy, but said, oh, I did create it, but I gave it to my buddy, as if he's supposed to get some hall pass because he gave it to his buddy, Chris Holder.
Chris Holder. Who is that?
He testified.
I don't remember.
Okay, so it's not a big deal that he made it because he handed over the reins to somebody else. Yeah, that's not how that works.
What the fuck is Chris Holder? Have I forgotten this person?
I don't know. I've never heard of him. He must be some.
Chad,
maybe he's one of the jail friends.
I don't know. Chad, tell me, who is that? Do you know?
There's a little delay. We'll wait for the chat.
Yeah. I'm waiting for them to tell me if they know.
Fight all of this in court. Yeah. So how is it fraudulent
it's
again?
I did it, but then I gave it to somebody else. Doesn't matter. You did it. This is the stupidity of Levy County Sheriff. They go, well, under the totality, we think Jeremy is doing this for content. Okay, that's odd because I'm not even releasing most of this stuff. And it doesn't matter. I can, Channel 20 News in Gainesville can come out and film for content. They're putting it on the news. It's a story.
Okay, the chat thinks that it's a sock account.
Yeah, that sounds like a sock account, you know.
It does.
Yeah, like placeholder. You know?
Yeah, so it could be one of John's puppets. Interesting.
Ask. Let me see if I can, you know.
They're filming illegal things. Same as I am. Same as Levy County has a Facebook page putting out illegal people out there. Be on the lookout. We just arrested this person for this and this and this. Levy County Sheriff doesn't have any problem with their own social media putting this all out, people doing illegal activity. Are they doing it for clicks, views, money? I mean, they got to have funding, right? It doesn't matter. It does not matter why they are doing it, why I am doing it. I'm doing it for safety and protection. Doesn't even matter. It could be for YouTube content.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. The law was broken. That's the standard. The law is the standard. If it's broken, they are to be arrested. End of story. Levy County Sheriff won't do anything.
Now, remember, Levy County Sheriff also has a motto. If you see something, say something. So when we record for
And
our
film
safety
it.
Yep.
and we see something, we're going to say something.
And they're going to do nothing.
Yeah, that's their motto.
Now, back to the waiver.
See nothing,
Kirk
do
having to
nothing.
sign a waiver and Chad having to sign a waiver.
Jeremy put an answer to who is Chris Holder in the chat, it looks like. Let's see if I can back up and find it. Dose Reality thinks he made the name up. Crook admitted to that in the first CPO hearing 2+ years ago. Chris Holder disappeared after his name was said in court. Huh. So there is no Chris Holder on Facebook anymore.
Disappeared. Was he a real person before that, though? I mean,
Yeah, the question
so
is,
he
did
is a person. He just disappeared. Okay, so yeah, so he's a real person. He's one of the people who drink the haterade, but then after his name popped up, he was like, "Yo, I'm out."
He decided he didn't want none.
They went
Well,
that route because no one filmed it. No one got it on film of who
record.
initiated what. Who instigated the situation because no one filmed it.
No record.
So then that motivated us to film everything because he has a history of pulling out a pew-pew on people, on innocent people for no reason. So then the subject and the questionings go on. So he did. So yes, to confirm what you just said, Eli did say that you do realize you're under oath and you're subject to criminal charges if you're found lying,
Which we are pursuing.
Mm-hmm. So then he goes on to say June 19th, he drove by the house filming, and Jeremy drove by your house filming or your property filming, and you put your hands behind and put both fingers up.
So Crook double flicked me off. He turns back to me, and then we'll pretend this is him.
I
and he put
remember
his
that
fingers up
video.
here.
Like right in the middle of his shoulder.
No, McIntyre's report said, "Oh, I think he was adjusting his pants." Nothing like
God.
that whatsoever. And Eli made a fool of McIntyre.
You just showed your honey buns.
Oh, Crook is probably sprung right now. Spring is sprung.
Should we like edit that part out?
How bad did it?
It's not Crook you got to worry about. It's
I'm saying
painted.
it was a snack earlier, so
Anyways, so then he
A snack,
reiterates
that's what
on
Paint
June-
Chip said.
On June 19th, Jeremy drove by your property filming, and you put your hands behind your back and you put both fingers up. So then he immediately jumps into how he just had spinal fusion and he was stretching his back.
I was stretching my back and spinal. At this point, Lynette goes, "Did I have a bathroom break?"
Oh my God.
The judge goes, "We are not taking a break. But if you want to leave the camera, have at it. You've done it before."
And then she mutes her.
Yep.
She mutes her and she gets up and goes to the bathroom and comes back. And then Eli tries to pull the exhibit up, but for whatever reason, screen share isn't working.
Yeah, they were having IT problems. And Eli goes, you know what? We've already brought this up in the previous hearing, so I'll just reference it. It's already been shown.
Yeah. In the beginning, before anything was on the record, even the judge herself was having technical issues. She had to call the IT guy to come in and start. So that was one of the reasons why the court hearing was delayed.
And it's the video of him.
Technical problems in the
God, could you
courtroom
imagine?
on your bingo card.
Can you imagine Megan as a judge? ITT Brad. They'd be like, no,
I'd be
no.
like, somebody call Brad. Yep. I want to be like Judge Carroll. He has like 6 monitors in front of him. It's the coolest setup ever. But I have no idea who keeps those monitors running. Probably someone like Brad.
Yep.
Courtrooms always have technical problems.
That's what you'd be
Always.
using all your bench funds to hire Brad.
Yeah, they're always exactly. The bench funds go to Brad. They're always like missing a dongle, or my dongle won't work. Like the word dongle gets used in a courtroom more than you would expect.
That
sounds really
driving
bad.
by, saying nothing, doing nothing. How in the world can I be instigating this? I'm protecting myself by filming, and he's flicking me off. That is nonverbal communication, as is the sign OCC, as it's third party giving surveillance of my whereabouts, my vehicle, to Fleesa, and they're looking at hundreds of contempt charges for that. Them on Fleesa's chat. That was all addressed in court as well. They're looking at hundreds. Things that Fleesa have said on behalf of them. They're looking at hundreds, if not thousands, of contempt charges. There's no doubt whatsoever.
We've got some new super tips to read, and I have promised that super tips will be read before anything else, because that's the way we roll here. It hopefully will motivate you to send super tips, because they give a majority of the tip to the creator, and we like that. Triss says, thanks for the 5.
Megan, honey, take Medol and ibuprofen for your headache. Thank me later, dear.
Midol and ibuprofen. Buck Naked, I think the Midol pills are just sugar. I don't think they're actually do anything. Buck Naked, thanks for the 5.
We are ready for this to end. We have our cardboard signs that say homeless, anything helps. And we have reserved our corner on Highway 19. Do anyone have a blue Solo cup for us to accept donations?
Thanks for the heads up, Fleesa.
I'm not bailing you out, Megan.
Chat, I'm going to need you to send your Starbucks money for bail.
Yep.
Bail breadsticks.
Bail breadsticks. Thanks, Auntie M, for the $10. Appreciate that. Visit Super Tips if you want to. It's a lot of fun. We like Super Tips, and supertip.gg/Megan Fox. And let's bring Jeremy and George back, shall we?
That they are going to be found guilty. And
yes. So flipping the bird is indirect communication. It's nonverbal communication. And it was so obvious where his hand placement was. It wasn't stretching because he had spinal fusion. It's like the video, my cousin Vinny. Yeah. Everything that guy said is, if you've seen My Cousin Vinny. So then the conversation and questioning shifts to
Fleesa.
how
Goes to Fleesa, right? That's what I have.
Well,
next.
I have where the sign was posted over the mound.
Okay.
And that's where he talks about how he works on the chopper with the child.
Eli goes, so you put a sign saying OCC facing Jeremy on the road, but it's for your child. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense there.
Yeah. It makes zero sense. Like, wouldn't the sign be facing the mound where they fix it versus on the road, like towards the road, on the edge of a mound?
Ever seen. And we can see over the fence. We can see over the fence, even with the tin and all the ridiculousness that they've done. We can still see. It's about 100 times worse than we've ever seen it before. All that fence did was isolate that child, which, by the way, Lynette under oath says I needed to isolate my child under oath, but I'm getting ahead. All that did was isolate more filth, more disgustingness inside.
But remember,
it's so bad.
They moved to Otter Creek to save this child, but they're living in filth and squalor. So then the questioning and conversation moves towards his activities with commenting on social medias and in live chats.
Particularly Fleesa. Eli goes, so you're an active participant with Fleesa's videos and live streams, aren't you? He goes, well, I say hello to people. It's weird because last night he literally posted, check your messages.
Yep.
He emailed her.
Wanting to know if she was going to testify and that she would be the first witness.
He literally said,
because
I
it's more than
say,
just hello. In
hold
her
on.
live chat.
I say hello to people. That's it. Really, John?
He said
Really?
plenty besides hello, you know.
Oh, yeah. He has said plenty.
He encourages a lot of harassment. That's one of his, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. He sits around in chat asking people to feel sorry for him. That Jeremy Hales is such a bad guy and a stalker. And yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Chats, and people are capturing screenshots of it and posting online, and then we go back and double check.
Now, let me be very clear. We understand he was posting that and she was going along with it to get a rise. Crook already knows she's not going to be a witness. We know that as well.
Well, why?
She's too afraid to show her toothless face. It was smarter than Deuce, smarter than Tina, smarter than Lynette, smarter than Crook. And that's saying a lot because she's dumb. Dumb.
But wait,
She wasn't under oath. She wasn't self-incriminating herself. She actually did everything she could to save herself by not being there, which is upsetting on our part. But it's coming. Her deposition for federal bankruptcy court is coming. So you go, I say hello to people.
We would have loved for her to show up as a witness. Her camera would have been turned on. Everyone would have seen her pathetic face.
Mandatory
And
on video.
She would have incriminated herself. She wouldn't have helped Lynette and Crook's case. And she would have admitted, yeah, I posted this, and that. Remember, she was talking so much crap saying, I can't wait to go on the stand, tell the judge, and give her mountains of evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the fleed yet again.
Bok,
Coward talk.
bok, bok. That's why she eats all them chicken skins, because she chicken.
So Eli brings up another a defamatory Facebook page that we are well aware of that Paint Chips created. And Crook is an admin of. Okay. And
this should be good.
Crook just posted yesterday in that Facebook group. And Eli says, are you aware of this Facebook group? And he goes, that's not my page. I don't know how I got in there. Interesting, because I have here a copy of what you posted on here yesterday. You literally just posted. He goes, I told Paint Chips to take me off, and I asked for prayer. I'll take any prayers I can get anywhere. Wait, so you don't know about this page. You're not supposed to be in this page. But then when you're called out that you just posted 12 hours ago on this page, now all of a sudden you'll get prayers anywhere you can get. So
Exactly.
You incriminated him again. You're not helping anybody. You're incriminating everybody.
Well, here's another lie that came out of Crook's face hole by saying that he is an admin, but he doesn't know how he became an admin. Whenever a Facebook group page, whatever, it adds you as an admin, you have to accept it.
You accept it.
Crook had to have gone in there and physically clicked on accept to become an admin. So for him to play dumb and say he doesn't know how he became an admin and has asked Paint Chips to remove him, I call BS on that.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
And Eli did too. So Eli says, okay, so you are an admin in a group with a picture of Jeremy Hale surrounded by eggplants. And your testimony is you will take prayer anywhere you can get it, huh? Okay.
And he goes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Don't think so. And then Eli brings up Vomit. We have this entire interview. Vomit screwed them over so.
Oh, I wish I had been there for this, Tug. This was what I was waiting for, the Vomit testimony.
Yeah,
because
that sounds good.
this is the thing, that the most direct third-party contact in this whole thing is because of Vomit. And again, he just continually screws up cases for people he says he's trying to help. this is just a pattern with him. Like, if you want, by the way, if you're in court with somebody and you want to win, just get them to hire a Valmet to tell their story. And next thing you know, he'll be sabotaging their case and you'll win. I mean, this is just what he does. He can't help it because he's just so stupid that he does things that harm people's cases. You know, a lot of people get on me and they ask me, how come you don't cover family court as much as you used to? How come you don't do those stories anymore? Well, one of the main reasons is because I didn't see that it was helping the people who were in court. Sure, I could get views and I could get people to pay attention to the stories, but it wasn't helping the people in front of the judges, because the truth is, in those cases, judges will retaliate against anyone who goes public. Now, that might be wrong, and it is wrong, I think, but it doesn't change the fact that those judges have an immense amount of power and they will do it. So all the people that I tried to help, it would be like they would just get retaliated against by these terrible judges. And there was nothing I could do to stop it. And so to me, it became more of a hazard to, you know, I wanted to tell their stories after they were out of court so that the judges couldn't hold it against them, right? And because it just became so dangerous. And Volpe doesn't care. Valmet doesn't care. That's the thing. Like, he knows that they're going to get retaliated against if he goes forward with their stories and he talks about their kids and custody and all this stuff. He knows they're going to be held responsible for the things
They don't
he writes.
care.
He doesn't care. He'll do it anyway. So, like, him coming onto this case was probably the best thing for Jeremy, because he will ruin whoever he says he's helping. He will ruin their case. It's his MO. It's so funny. And not funny for the victims, but it's funny that he's that dumb.
So bad. This entire interview that they did about the CPOs, about Ohio, and it was mandatory they not discuss this anywhere, and it's all over the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And
But somehow that was a setup.
Eli goes, so you went on Valmet's, his little thingy, and I mean little, his mama can't even see it, little thingy, discussing the CPO, and Crook goes, yeah, I talked about it, how unfairly I'm being treated, and I'm being set up by this court.
Oh, I'm sure the judge loved that.
The judge's face.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm sure she loved that. Oh yeah, good idea, John. Accuse the judge you're in front of setting you up and corruption. Yeah, it's a great idea. Oh, these people, they're so dumb. I wish I had seen that.
God, I would love to have seen that myself.
I know, wouldn't you? Like,
Yes.
to be a fly on the wall, man.
Oh my God.
I just snorted.
Eli goes, okay, you were set up by this court? Were you set up at town hall? He goes, I arrived there 3 hours early. Okay. Eli goes, so you were set up? He goes, George was never even there. It was their employees filming. She never was there.
But mind you, these are the same people who have called Levy County Sheriff on me every time my vehicle drove past their property filming.
Mm-hmm.
They know exactly what my car looks like, and they've never seen me
He
driving
looks
or outside of the
directly
vehicle.
at her. Looks directly at her. Looks
Mhm.
direct multiple times.
They see me
at the
driving.
camera.
They see D next to me.
They're talking to the sheriff deputies about her being there.
Mhm.
She was never there. Remember, she was never there, even though they've already been found in contempt of court for this. And at this point, Eli goes no further. And then the judge looks at Justin and goes, anything else, counselor? And he goes, nothing further. He is,
I wouldn't want them on the stand. Oh my
and
God.
Lynette hasn't
No.
even taken the stand yet.
Mm.
And it only gets better.
Oh
amazing.
man. That's amazing. So it sounds like Justin might have given up on Cook,
God, I would. I wouldn't know what to do, man.
right?
I mean, I don't understand. I mean, he must feel really desperate putting them on. Either that or they demanded to be on the stand.
Yeah, they could have wanted to give their
I
testimony,
mean, yeah, and
but
I
he should
mean,
have advised them not
he
to.
probably
God.
would have, but you know, I mean, they strike me as the type that would be like, "Do it anyway." You know,
Yeah.
we know better than you, our lawyer.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Oh my God, though. Like, honestly, this is so dumb. This whole thing, I can't believe that they're fighting like this. I can't wait for the transcripts. I am just like, I am waiting for those transcripts. It's gonna be so
I
fun.
know it's going to be amazing, and we're not going to show them on the screen because, again, we're going to make the ecosystem. They will be shared after those people pay for them.
Well, you know what's funny is that last night in the transcript of the Fleabag's meltdown, Fleesa went off like, Lynette can get the transcripts. She's allowed to have the transcripts. She can get those. I don't need them from Jeremy. We'll get them. Lynette will get them. Oh, yeah? Where's she coming up with the $4,000?
I mean, that's it. They can pay $4,000 for them. That's
I don't
it.
think they understand they have to pay money for them. We
Yeah.
never said Michelle can't get them. We said you have to pay for them.
Yeah.
Does she have an extra $4,000? That would be interesting if she came up with that money. And
Well, I thought
she's
it was
in
funny.
bankruptcy court.
Marla was like, "Put this $5 toward it." And look,
$5.
$5.
You're gonna need several a couple thousand more. Oh Lord. Yeah. All right, guys. So we are perfect timing. It is time to get over to Rumble because now we are gonna play for you the epic meltdown from the Fleabags. The epic meltdown of the Fleabags is coming soon. We will be over on Rumble. For those of you who are live, I will pin the Rumble link to the top of the chat in just 1 second when I find it. Here it is. I will put it in the chat right now, and I will pin it to the top. If you are on the replay, just simply go to the description and click the Rumble link that is there. You should have no problem doing that. Replace pinned message. Yes. Okay, I've pinned it to the top. And the Rumble link is in the description for those of you on the replay. Now, Rumble does not cost any money. Do not pay anyone any money. Do not put your credit card in. Do not do any of those things. Simply click the link in your browser or download the app, the Rumble app. And yes, if you download the app, you have to create an account, but you don't have to give them a credit card number to have an account. It's just like YouTube. They may ask for it in case you want to send Rumble rants or you want to join, a membership, but no, you don't need it to just view Rumble. Okay, it's free, guys. Do not do that. Oh, by the way, I did get a huge box today from somebody in the chat. I have now forgotten who it was, but it's in my email, that sent me handmade blankets for everybody in the house. They're so beautiful. They're the ones that you do with like finger knitting, with the really big thick yarn. And they're super cozy and comfy, and there were so many of them. We will be set for the next 2 winters. It was so much fun, and I really appreciate that. The kids were so thrilled. The kids get so happy when they get included in presents from the chat. They are so funny. So Fairy was feeling sick today. She got her brother's cold, unfortunately. And one of the only things that got her out of bed today was I said, "Come downstairs and choose a chat present." And she was like, "What?" And she ran downstairs, and it was like she got to pick a cozy blanket, and it was the perfect gift for today because it was rainy and she was feeling sick, and like she wrapped herself up in a blanket and she was so happy, and she went upstairs and she's been cuddling under it all day. So that was a lot of fun. So I do appreciate it when you guys think of the kids and you send them gifts. They love it. They love it so much. And they said, "Mom," they all said, "make sure you tell the chat to say thank you. We love them when we love it so much." And Spawn said, "You have the coolest chat. You guys make me look cool." So I appreciate that. My kids think I'm really cool because you guys send them blankets and stuff. All right, let's see. I am going to play a new song, actually.
Oh, wow. Let me say thank you to Patricia.
Yeah.
Sent $155 to me on PayPal. That is wow. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've found a lovely pipe leak in the house, so I'm gonna find out how much that costs, and that'll at least cover the call.
Oh
You
no,
know.
not another one.
Yeah, we've got you know how old houses are. So, you know, when they put up like the copper piping, they hung them with I don't know. I haven't looked at what type of metal they hung them with, but they may have hung them with another piece of, it's either metal or copper. But over the decades, as it's hung there, the weight of itself is cut into the pipe. So it's caused a water freaking leak there, and now it looks like there's another one. So I can see two places where they've cut in, and I'm like, great.
Oh God.
So we'll have to cut
All
that
right, well,
piece of pipe
listen,
and straight.
I am gonna make sure you get pictures of that because we'll have to grift on that later. I am gonna play this new song by Flippin' Adventures, and then we're headed over to Rumble. And Tug, while I'm doing this, I'm taking a short break. I'll be right back though, but I think it's like 3 minutes or something. So, and when it's done, we'll be over at Rumble.
All right, let's
All
do
right,
it.
here we go.
Got a question in my mind today, wondering what the records say. So I type it up, hit send, it goes to the records desk of the LEOs. Not looking for trouble or drama or war. Transparency's what we do it for. In a country where people have the right, the truth ain't something you hide or fight. Freedom of information is the act. Shine keeps the system on track. Foia, 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 let the sunlight shine today. Foia, 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 public records on display. If you're honest and you walk that line, you won't see your name in the file this time. Foia, 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 I love Foia. Let the truth come out to play. Down here in Florida, we got it right. Sunshine laws bring the light. Everything's an open book if you know exactly where to look. Emails, reports, the call logs too. Government works for me and you. No mystery vault, no hidden door. Just citizens asking to know a little more. Transparency keeps freedom strong. That's how America rolls along. Foia, 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 let the sunlight shine today. Foia, 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 public records on display. If you're honest and you walk that line, you won't see your name in the file this time. Foia, 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 I love Foia. Let the truth come out to play. Some folks whisper, some folks guess, but the records help you see the rest. Criminals don't like Foia, that's fair, but Foia don't mind. Foia don't care. The truth shows up when you ask for facts. Sunshine keeps the truth on track. Foia, 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 let the sunlight shine today. Foia, 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 public records on display. If you're honest and you walk that line, you won't see your name in the file this time. Foia, 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 I love Foia. Let the truth come out to play. Sunshine lighting up the day. Yeah. Foia, Foia, Foia. Truth don't hide when people say, show the records, let them speak. That's how citizens stay free. Yeah. Foia, Foia, Foia. I love Foia. Freedom, love, transparency.
Well, that's interesting. I can't. You can change the screen here. Let me see. I'm gonna cause some chaos here real quick. Look at that. Switching over everything. What exactly is going on?
All right, I'm back. All right, let's see. We're not on Rumble yet. I lied. I said we would be. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's